You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Howdy do, buckaroos, and welcome to Comics with My Kids podcast, the official podcast for the comicscornerbox.blogspot.com. I'm your host, Matt D., and with me today is...
Logan D.
Okay, Logan, what's on the schedule for tonight?
Max Meow and the Taco Time Machine. We are finally caught up on the Max Meow series. This is the fourth installment from John Gallagher about the Cat Crusader. So, Dad, what can you tell me about Max Meow?
Okay, Logan. Well, here goes nothing. So Max Meow is a mild-mannered cat podcaster, reporter, and when he ate a space meatball, he gained superpowers, much like a certain DC comic character that we know that's going to remain nameless due to copyright issues. It's Superman. Anyway, so once Max became a superhero, his best friend Mindy, a local scientist, tried the meatball too, and also gained powers, and became Science Kitty. Now that the Cat Crusader and Science Kitty have been righting wrongs and defending the inhabitants of Kittyopolis, their home, they have gone up against an evil robot, a mad genius mouse, a cranky squirrel, and a team of ninja penguins. But now they are going up against something that is changing the Space Time Continuum. What can it be, Logan?
Well, Dad, it's the start of the fourth book, Taco Time Machine. And hey, if you're going to build a time machine, why make it out of a taco? Why not a DeLorean or a phone box?
Good question, Logan. Maybe copyright issues, or perhaps they say in the book. Why don't we dive into it and you tell me the story?
In the book, you find out why it's a taco, and actually because it can shapeshift.
Oh, really? The ship shifts? Wow, that's hard to say. So why don't you tell me how the book opens up?
Oh, no, wait.
Go from there.
There's a bigger tongue twister. Taco Time Machine Shapeshifter. Blah.
Okay.
Shapeshifter Time Taco Machine. I can't say it fast.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and tell us how the book opens up and go from there?
So the book starts off, recap of what happened before book one, or prologue. It's how
Prologue.
Max and Mindy met. And it's because, it was before they had their powers. Max bumps into Mindy, literally, because he's part of the Scouts, and he trips while holding a welcoming cake, and accidentally knocks it on her, and she drops her, video gaming device, and learns about science because of a book. And that's how she develops her love for science, and then when they get the meatball, they become all powerful. And then it starts reviewing the adventures that they've gone through.
We also learn about other superheroes in the book before Cat Crusader, particularly the Steel Skunk.
So the Steel Skunk, he's got really good memory because at one point he gets, time gets altered and he's the only one who can remember it. So, but he thought he was going crazy, so he went into retirement. And then he realized what was going on, came to Max Meow and told him everything. So then they were together to try and fix it. But what ended up happening is Max Meow and Mindy went back while Steel Skunk stayed behind. And one of the things that Steel Skunk remembered that he did not mention is he needed the one Mouse's help, whose name is Agent M.
Oh, Agent M? Okay. Well, we're also introduced to another character in the book, and that is Mindy's mom. What can you tell me about Mindy's mom?
That originally when you first see her, you don't actually see her because she's a robot.
How does she become a robot?
Because that's not actually her mom.
Oh, okay. Because
her real mom is doing a presentation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and her brother's away because he's in a bee club.
What about her dad?
And her dad is missing. That's why they're all doing that. He built the time machine. Well, he built the time machine, got sent back in time, and so he sent the time machine to the past, back to where Max and Mindy were, and they discovered it.
Oh, so he sent the time machine back to the future?
Yeah. No, to the past. because he's in the future.
Oh, okay. What is up with the time machine? How does it alter our timeline in the Space Time Continuum?
There's this villain who can travel through time, and he messes with time, like Max and Mindy, when they went back in time and they saw the thing happening where they met. But instead what happened is the bad guy arrived, who was a turtle, and froze Mindy and Max in a time bubble so they couldn't move. And then stopped. They captured the bad guy, who was the one who tripped Max, which made him spew the cake. So they never became friends, and Mindy ended up becoming rich.
Oh, I see. So he was basically altering time by changing the subtlest thing. And you said he was a turtle, so he's a time turtle?
Yeah.
I like alliterations.
Covered in clocks.
Well, of course, because why wouldn't he be?
Because clocks are annoying. They go tick, tick. And it's not that bad if there's one. It's a little annoying if there's two.
Gotcha. 5
is annoying. 10 is insane. And then if you're covered in like 20, I don't think your brain works properly. Instead of your brain clicking in circles like normal people's do, yours will go swaying side to side. Tick, tock, tick.
Okay.
Tock.
All right. I think you've gone a little too far there, buddy.
So many clocks.
All right. So then, now that Mindy is no longer friends with Max Meow, how do they straighten out this whole time period?
Because the thing that happened is Steel Skunk went back into the past to help them. He altered time. They used a time machine and went through time, so now everything different was happening.
How'd Steel Skunk get a time machine?
He built one. Kind of like it.
Okay. Is Steel Skunk Mindy's dad?
No.
Oh, okay.
Steel Skunk's an actual skunk.
Okay. So he's like kind of smart like Mindy? Yeah. All right. Well, I think that pretty much covers the story. Which character do you like the best out of the whole Max Meow book?
I kind of like Reggie.
Who?
The robot.
Oh, Reggie, the robot.
Yeah.
Why do you like him the best?
I think he's kind of funny.
Yep, he is a pretty cool character. So what do you think of the artwork?
I think it's cool and how, the, background changes sometimes when, how the background was all normal walls until, Reggie did his show off with a magic trick and the entire walls around him went orange.
Okay.
And they went back normal. And also what I thought was funny about Reggie is that he couldn't remember how to activate him because he forgot the password. And then the way they activated him was by saying, Agent M said, well, how am I supposed to activate him? Am I supposed to say abracadabra? And then he activated.
Haha. Particular part of the story did you find the most interesting?
I didn't have a favorite part. I liked it all.
Okay. Was there any part that you thought was really funny?
When they activated Reggie.
Reggie?
Yeah. And also, when they went back in time and everything was altered, there was all kinds of new buttons, or new buildings, and one of them said hair cutter, but the hair was spelled H-A-R-E, and it had a rabbit head on the top holding scissors.
I got it. Nice.
So I don't know if they're going to cut the hair off your head, or they cut up bunnies.
That would be a cool name for... Oh, that'd be a cool game for a taxidermist.
What, a wormist?
A taxidermist. That's where you take in an animal that you killed and they stuff it into a different pose.
Yeah, but they didn't cut it.
Well, they cut some of the hair. Ha! See? Gotcha. Was there anything else you want to mention about Max Meow or anybody in Kittyopolis?
No.
Okay.
No. No.
All right, well, you know our grading system, Logan. It's buy, borrow, or bust. What would you put Max Meow and the Taco Time Machine at?
It's a borrow. I like the book. It's just not something I would repeatedly read.
Okay. Well, I think I'm in the category of buy because it's a real fun read. It's got some really cool artwork in it. It's definitely got that cartoony look like Dogman or Cat Kid Comic Club or some of the other books that you've read. And I think it's really funny. So thanks for listening to this episode of Comics with My Kids podcast. Check out more episodes at thecomicscornerbox.blogspot.com.
Leave us a rating or review at Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or Podchaser.
Follow us on Twitter for all our episode posts and news at Comics with Kids.
Also, check out our Facebook page, Comics with My Kids.
And finally, you can email our show at the Comics with My Kids podcast at gmail.com. And we'll put your name in a drawing for some free comics.
I think the drawing will be of Max Meow.
No, like...
Joe, wait, Dad, don't forget about our summer reading promotion. Where we are posting our list of books we plan on reading this summer, and listeners and their kids can write into a show, and we read their emails or audio clips about the books we are reading.
Oh, yeah. They can follow along and give their own opinions as well.
And I even remembered that.
Yep.
When I was just told it today for the first time. Ooh.
Well, I think that's all we have for tonight.
Bye-bye. I don't know.
All right. What is on the schedule for tonight, Logan?
Max Meow and the Taco Cat Time Machine. We are finally caught up on the Max Meow series.
Back up.
Yeah.
You said the Taco Cat Time Machine.
Taco Cat.
Let's try again. This time I'll do it from the top.
But Taco Cat's a
yeah, it's a game.
reversible.
But
no,
it's
Taco
not
Cat's
the
part
name of the book. All right.
If you
We're going to start it from the top. Ready? 1, 2, 3.